Hello, and welcome to Storytime Stars. My name is Mrs. Fowlkes, and this morning I'm going to be reading to you a Caribbean story, Rata-pata-scata-fata, by Phillis Gershator, and pictures by Holly Mead. June liked to daydream. He liked to night dream, and he liked to dream in between, when the birds sang and the lizards came out to bask in the morning sun. But June's dreams were often interrupted. There was always so much work to do. See June on the tree, watching the fishermen? One morning early, his mother called, June, wake up. Don't you hear the fisherman blowing his conch horn? Quick, run across town to the market and buy us some fresh pot fish for dinner. Oh, Mommy, I was busy listening to the birds, said June, yawning. I wish the fish would walk across town to our house instead. Fish don't have legs, child. What if I closed my eyes and say a magic word like Rata-pata-scata-fata 3 times? Silly June, come on now. June's mother couldn't stand around and listen to nonsense talk. She had clothes to wash. June is up, and his mom has her basket of clothes. June sat in the yard and squeezed his eyes shut. He wished hard for a fish to swim across town. He whispered, Rata-pata-pata-scata. Slowly, once, then again. Rata-pata-scata-fata. Rata-pata-scata-fata. Then he waited for his wish to come true. Down at the beach, the last fisherman had hauled in his traps and pulled his boat onto shore. He was late for the morning market, so he took a shortcut past June's house. Rushing along, he didn't even notice the fish wiggling and waggling right out of his basket. Flomp! When June opened his eyes, what did he see on the dusty road? A fish. And what did he say? My wish came true. June's very happy sitting under that tree, looking at that fish flopping around on the ground. June's mother was happy with the nice wiggly fish, but June, she asked, why is the fish dusty? Did you drop it? No, Mommy, the fish just got dusty when he swam across town to our house. What an imagination. Time to fetch the goat now, while I clean the fish, and don't forget your hat. The sun is hot today. June's off to find the goat. June skipped off down the road to look for the goat. He looked for her in the field where the elephant grass grew. He looked down and he saw an alligator lizard slithering through the grass. He looked up and he saw a chicken hawk circling overhead. He looked straight ahead and he saw a mongoose sitting on its hind legs, still and watchful. But he didn't see the goat. I can't find the goat, June said to the mongoose. I wish the goat would find me. What if I close my eyes and say the magic word, like Rata-pata-scata-fata 3 times? So June sat down in the grass and closed his eyes. He wished hard for the goat to come and find him. He whispered, Rata-pata-scata-fata, slowly once, then again, Rata-pata-scata-fata, Rata-pata-scata-fata. Then he waited for his wish to come true. This is June talking to the mongoose. The goat had been keeping an eye on June's little straw hat all along. She liked tender straw much better than tough elephant grass. As June sat down, the goat crept up to him, closer and closer. Nibble, nibble, munch, munch. When Junjun opened his eyes, who did he see with a mouthful of straw? The goat. And what did he say? My wish came true. And here is the goat nibbling at Junjun's straw hat. Goats really like straw. Well, goats like pretty much anything. His mother met him on the way home. There you are, and you found the goat. No, mommy, the goat found me. Oh, I see. Same thing, Junjun. Good things, too, because it is lunchtime. Mom and Junjun and the goat walking back home for lunch. When the heat of the day passed, the old tamarind tree cast its shadow across the yard. Junjun liked to hop around in the late afternoon sun and watch his shadow grow longer like a tree. Don't go running after your shadow, Junjun, his mother said. I have something to show you. She pointed up at the tree. See those birds pecking at the fruit? That means the tamarinds are ripe and ready to pick. She's calling him so he can see the birds pecking at the fruit in the tamarind tree. Tamarind is a sour fruit from the Caribbean. It grows in trees, and it only grows in tropical areas. But, Mommy, the sugar birds aren't eating tamarinds like the other birds. Maybe the fruit is too sour. Sour it is, Junjun, but the thrushes like it. So you'd better pick some tamarinds before the greedy thrushes eat them all. The tree was tall. Junjun knew he'd had to climb high, high up to pick the tamarinds. I wish the tamarinds would pick themselves, Junjun said. Sure enough, they won't, said his mother. What if I close my eyes and say the magic word, like Rata-pata-scata-fata 3 times? But Junjun's mother couldn't stand around and listen to nonsense talk. She had dinner to prepare. Junjun closed his eyes. He wished hard for the tamarinds to pick themselves. He whispered, Rata-pata-scata-fata, slowly once. Then again, Rata-pata-scata-fata, Rata-pata-scata-fata. Just then, with a swoosh, a big wind blew across the island. It knocked over the empty rain barrel. It tore the sheets off the clothesline. It shook the trees. It shook the tamarind trees so hard the tamarinds broke loose from the branches and fell to the ground. Then the big wind blew away, phew, back to sea, where it had come from. When Junjun opened his eyes, what did he see in his basket? Tamarinds. And what did he say? My wish came true. As you can see, the wind blew the tamarinds into the basket, and the rain barrel was knocked over by that strong wind from the sea. He carried the basket full of tamarinds into the house. Junjun, you picked so many, his mother exclaimed. I didn't have to climb the tree, Mummy. Sure enough, sure, the tamarinds picked themselves. Are you making stories again? She asked. Now hand me that sugar and let's make some jam. They peeled the thin brown shells off the tamarinds and boiled the sticky fruit in water and sugar. Junjun did all the tasting to make sure the jam wasn't too sweet or too sour. Before the sun went down, they sealed the last jar. Here's Mommy. She's pouring the jam into the pot. There are the jars, and Junjun's doing all the tasting. Junjun, his mother said, just one more job for today. It's dry, 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 not a drop of rain for days. And the rain barrel is empty. Go and fetch some water from the well. I'm tired, Mummy. I wish the water would fetch itself. That's a sight we'll never see, she said. She sat down in the big rocking chair on the porch and lifted Junjun onto her lap. I'm tired too, Junjun. We've had a busy day now, she sighed. If it would only rain, no one would have to fetch the water. Oh, how I wish it would rain. Mommy, why don't you close your eyes and say Rata-pata-scata-fata 3 times? Then your wish will come true. June's mother laughed, but she leaned back and closed her eyes. Rata-pata-scata-fata, she sang softly. Rata-pata-scata-fata, rata-pata-scata-fata. And what do you think happened next? It rained. The drops fell on the tin roof into the empty rain barrel, lightly tapping out the rain's own song. And the rain said, Rata-pata-scata-fata, rata-pata-scata-fata. June and his mom looking out the window at the rain that was much needed. And the rain continued, Rata-pata-scata-fata, rata-pata-scata-fata, all night long. The end of a Caribbean story, Rata-pata-scata-fata.